joining us. Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun. Stormblood is for some reason a very well, I don't say for some reason. There are parts of it that I understand why people don't enjoy it. But it's a very divisive part, especially after Heaven's Word. So, I personally really enjoy it. I like it a lot. So, let's get into it and I'll show you all why I do. Hey, let's do it. Servers are very full, even now, so we're gonna have to wait a sec to get in. Let me just start it now so that we can wait. Oh, okay. When I first was checking out, the queue was like 40 people, and it took a few seconds longer. Hey, but yeah, I really love Stormblood. I think it really deserves the Final Fantasy XIV mantle. I think it deserves being next to Heaven's Word in goodness and in quality. I think that people who dislike Stormblood are dumb poopy heads who don't understand quality. There you go. And I will tell you guys why. It'll be great. Oh hey, it's a lunar whale. Someone paid like $40 for that. Probably he bought it during the sale though. So anyway, let's do it. Let's get right in. I could talk with Flamine, but she talks as if I had finished the Stormblood alchemists thing because it involves her. So can't really talk to her. Sorry, Flamine. Hi, wave. Oh wait, I need to turn this on. There we go. I'm a smart person. I remembered. There was anything there. Anyway, first off, today's minion is the Chigoe larva. Chirurgeons of the fallen city of Gelmora, the people who lived underground, once used Chigoes to leech the dark humors of the infirm until it was realized the patients were contracting additional maladies as a result of the treatment. Haha! It's funny because that's what happened in real life as well. What am I gonna do with a pile of dead Vilekin? I don't know, eat them? Don't eat them. Alright, let's get right into it. For reals this time. With the vaunted warrior of light marching beside them, the men and women of the Eorzean Alliance prepare to liberate Ala Mhigan, the land conquered by the Garlemald Empire 20 years ago. Meanwhile, in the Far East, the freedom fighters of the fallen nation of Doma struggle to rekindle the fires of hope in their countrymen. Alright, let's do it. Oh man, I'm so excited for anime boys. Finally, Calosa can start being a ninja. Hey, I need to get Calosa's ninja outfit set up so that it's not just a 2B except a ninja. We'll see. Alright, let's do it. I think I talked with some people and it looked like they are basically the same, but Riol and Tataru are here now. Things are heating up in Ala Mhigan, but things are eating up in Ala Mhigan, but we can't afford to lose track of the trouble what might be brewing in the rest of the realm. Don't you worry though, I'll be keeping an ear to the ground, my nose in the air, and one eye on the horizon. Real, you only have one eye.
Scions will be spread thin in the coming days, so Real and I are discussing assignments. I may have to reorganize my filing system.
You two do that. Let's go. Let's go, Alfie! Throw us out into the jaws of the war, this stuff. What do you call it? The war machine. Alphino is a man with a great deal on his mind. You say a man, I say a tiny child. Childy.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal?
Yeah, this is a question. Yo, Alfie!
Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Ooh, is everything okay then? Huh? What, Tataru? What are you?
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
she was just sitting down, and now was running from the door. You know what? I'm not gonna ask.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
If you don't remember, that's Raubon. That's Raubon Aldin. That's it. That's his name. So, if you didn't know, now you do. They did it!
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Heck yeah! Let's go do it!
As expected.
What do you mean, as expected? It was pretty obvious that's what he was gonna want.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Ala Mhigan included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Yes, I assumed that. I mean, it was pretty obvious.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
Because after all, even though technically Ala Mhigan wants to believe itself to be an independent nation that has been taken over, to the Empire, Ala Mhigan is a colony of theirs, and so us attacking them makes it look like, yeah. So, whoops.
You're saying they won't fight for Ala Mhigan? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lys. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Ala Mhigan opposition.
See, if the people don't accept it, then yeah, we're just gonna look like a bunch of invaders to them. It's gonna be the Americans are coming in to save everyone, but not really problem.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lys's, given her personal connection to the Resistance.
And I am the bodyguard, as usual.
Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Ala Mhigan? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Come on, Lys.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
Good. Let's do it.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Excuse you? I said I was gonna be the bodyguard. Well, I guess it is a diplomatic, not a bodyguard. I guess I shouldn't throw too much muscle around.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Thank you! As if you have to ask. I already said I was coming, and I'm coming.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
Heck yeah, fist bump.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Wait. Hey, remember all this stuff about me whining about Heavensward and how I wasn't able to heal Alice? This is the first instance of them recognizing that Calosa is a healer. If you're not a healer in this cutscene, she mentions you guys will need a healer and I'll be coming along. So there you go. Hey, fine. After all of us whining and moaning, they were like, okay, fine. Here you go, healers. Okay.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
Yeah! White Mage Party! Go Team Cleric! Go Team Cleric!
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things.
That's Tataru?
I trust you have no objections.
Oh, Urianger too. Okay, sure. Finally, Urianger can stay somewhere other than the Waking Sands.
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and
What?
there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
He's never leaving. This guy is going to live there. He just, like, makes out with the Waking Sands. Jeez. Urianger.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
Sounds good.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
Mm-hmm. Helvi just like Urianger, I'm gonna get you a new outfit. Urianger is he's never leaving the Waking Sands. He just loves the sand so much. It's rough and coarse and gets everywhere. He loves it so much. And he loves that robe. Never gonna stop.
So it's finally happening. Don't tell anyone, but I'm feeling a bit nervous. Only a bit, mind. I'll be fine once we get going. Hopefully.
Hey, Tataru.
You remember Minago, don't you? The messenger who brought word of the Griffin's attack on Baelsar's wall? Well, she left not too long ago, having made a full recovery. If you see her in Gyr Abania, be sure to send my love.
Bitta.
Ready, my friend?
Heck yeah! Mm-hmm.
Well then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna hug you! You tiny baby, I love you!
Bitta.
Mm-hmm. Yugiri! Gosetsu!
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Gyr Abania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Ala Mhigan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
Aww, what?
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
You guys gotta go off and save your own people, that's fine.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary.
Mm-hmm. Way back in ARR.
Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Well, you two, well then, the best way to thank us is to not get yourself killed out there. Good luck.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Yeah.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Heck yeah.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate together. Just you wait.
Heck yeah, time to drink.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
I'll be drinking milk. And so will Alphino, he's still underage. Alright. See you guys! Oh, Tataru waving. Thousand moms apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then?
Mm-hmm. Wait, not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important. Lise, could you come with me? Me? What, now? All right then, if you insist. Yeah!
Tataru just drags her off. Hog ties her. What? New outfit! Whoa, cool moves, Lise.
What do you think? As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose, an outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lise.
Your work never ceases to impress, Tataru. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion's receptionist and start referring to you as our preeminent seamstress.
It's lovely, Tataru. Thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. I'm glad you like it. And with that, I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels!
Onward then, to Gyr Abania. Our first stop will be at Amarix's Spire in the East Shroud. Tataru is Elvi's hero. And Elvi says, now do Urianger. Come on, Tataru, do Urianger. Urianger would probably somehow be able to slink out like an eel and just like slither off. Like, heck no. Hail to run, aloha. Let's go. Well, I don't think I'm gonna need to pop an Aetheryte pass, but I might as well, just in case. Boop. Alright, let's, bloop, bloop, bloop. We are going to East Shroud, that was it. Oh, man. But yeah, now Lise actually has her Opera Omnia outfit. Woo! Let's use the Gooby, because this is Gooby's home. This is where the Sylphs helped him. So Gooby should come home and fly around. Oh, hey, everyone. Yo, Lise!
I won't let you down, Papalimo. I promise.
Let's try and get at it. Gosh darn it. It's like right there. So dumb. Oh well.
Was it always his plan to sacrifice his life to complete the ritual? To bring forth the arbiter of his vengeance, but not remain to see the aftermath? Papalimo had to know it would only be temporary. If Grandfather couldn't contain Bahamut with the power of 1,000,000 prayers, then what chance did his disciples stand, armed only with a broken staff? Though it may not be apparent to the naked eye, the Aether here is in turmoil. Not since the calamity has this land been subjected to forces of this magnitude unleashed by Shinryu and Omega.
Oh, get out of here! Get out! Jeez. So loud.
All are present and accounted for. When you are ready, my friend, pray inform the officer that we wish to proceed to Gyr Abania.
Heck yeah! We wish to proceed to Gyr Abania! Oh, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the wall? Yes. Yes, indeedy doodle. Woo! Fringes! Ooh. Hey. Just showing where we're headed to.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Gyr Abania once more. Me and my fellow Scions, the warrior of light among us.
Heck yeah.
Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other.
What the?
Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
What in the world is up with that mountain? Title drop! Let's do this. Astromorians. The Aetherite. Got all this stuff. Got Pip. We already have a Pippin. Now we have a Pip? What kind of name is that? Anyway, Eastern Highland? Yeah, what the crap? I've been so anxious to do battle with the Garleans, I sometimes find myself tightly gripping the hilt of my blade without realizing it. Perhaps that is to blame for the blisters on my hand. Take care there, Pip. What?
Quite an atmosphere here, isn't there? Everyone seems to be on pins and needles, though one can hardly blame them given recent events. The Alliance has done well to repurpose these Imperial facilities for their own use so quickly. The General's in high spirits, don't you think? I know the feeling.
Yes, Raubon was born here.
To see the colors of so many nations, Limsa, Gridania, Ul'dah, and now Ishgard, well nigh brings a tear to my eye. We have so much to be proud of, Calosa.
Where are all the banners? What are these banners you're talking about? I don't see any banners. Whatever, they're probably somewhere else.
So this is East End. Not too different from the rest of the Shroud, is it? Though truth be told, I'm not sure why I thought it would be.
I mean, it's the edges. That's good. That just shows that the forest is still healthy enough.
Pip in and pip out. Got it.
You got it.
Greetings, Scions. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, I welcome you to Castromorians.
Thank you, General. We are relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to retake the castrum since then?
None. Save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols, we've had barely any contact with them. But we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Baelsar's wall weren't enough, Ilberd summoned a primal right on the doorstep. And Garlemald does not like to let such shows of defiance go unanswered.
'Twas a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilberd's to make. And now we are bound by it, for weal or for woe. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us?
As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Ala Mhigan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance.
Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear.
Oh, I saw some lightning back there.
Well, then I'll leave you to it. God's the speed!
Sid!
Ha! Of all the Castra in the world, you walk into mine.
Master Garlemald, what brings you here?
A certain missing elegant weapon of draconic primal. Omega and, Shinryu, I think the shinobi called it. Anyway, we've been studying their trail of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which it has singularly failed to do.
Then 'tis like Omega fell to Earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands.
Even so, it bears repeating that we engage the stasis systems. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming. We should try and hurry up and find it regardless.
All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into Gyr Abania, we'll need their blessing.
Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking.
More nods, more nods. You and yours? Has Sid defected again? Turncoats. Turncoats. What was it? Triple agent. Quadruple agent.
As you've probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called Ralger's Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Velodina River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it.
I could just fly. Although I guess they might shoot me down. Don't want that. Ooh, the Sanwa. Yeah. Oh, right outside. Okay. Could have just sprinted.
At the risk of upsetting the cartographer fraternity, I can't help observing that East End depends entirely on one's perspective. I mean, people don't even think of it as Gridania anymore, do they? I mean, in West Gyr Abania, born and raised on the fringes of Spare, spent most of my days.
I'm just saying.
It's so quiet, almost as though the Imperials haven't been here for some time.
I wonder why that would be. On your guard. The Imperials know these lands better than we. I mean, I guess I was gonna say Lys might, but nah. Lys hasn't been here for 20 years.
They call it East End because it marks the end of the Black Shroud. Note the sparse of vegetation.
I mean, yeah, but it's still got trees. They're still pretty. Anyway, Lys, where are we going?
Still with me? Good. From here, we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim.
Sounds good. Just don't get swept away. I hear there's a waterfall. Woo! Look at these leshies. They're pretty creepy. Not fun. Ugh. I remember leshies in Final Fantasy IV, not 14, 4. And they are, what is it? And they were like these weird, like wispy green lady people. And look at this. You know tarantula hawks, right? They're like these bugs that like stick inside a that like poison a tarantula into like stasis and then like lay their eggs inside the tarantula. This is a gazelle hawk. Yeah, I don't want to mess with them. Ugh, so creepy.
Elvie says, turn around, turn code. I'll turn around. Every now and then I change allegiance. And I need... Y'shtola's right. We need to cross before the Imperials spot us.
We should not linger here out in the open. Thanks, Y'shtola.
See, brother, nothing to worry about. Though no one could blame you for donning your buoyancy aids just in case. Oh, snap! Look at Tiny Alpha now, he's thinking so hard! At a glance, it certainly seems shallow enough.
I'm just saying, look, that is a waterfall right over there. I don't care. If you slip and fall and start tumbling, you're gonna go over the edge. I'm just saying. Alpha knows right to be a little worried. Yeah, don't hurt yourself, kid. Oh, don't hurt yourself thinking, kid. I am saying, for reals, don't hurt yourself.
I don't see any soldiers.
Good. Let's cross. Oh, what's up, Lys?
You're wondering about the tower to the south?
There it is. Oof. The Garlean banner.
It's part of Castellum Velodina. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it.
I call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolutely miles away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. ABDA, always be dunking on Alfie. So true. So true. Never not dunk on Alfie. I like these spiders. I never actually like took a good look at them, but like look at them. They're all up in the air, and then they got their little grabbies down below. They're six-legged, but then they've got two little grabbers, so I guess they're still arachnids. Is that the same as scorpions? I think scorpions have 6 legs and then 2 pinchers, which would make them the arachnids, because I know that they are. I honestly am not sure. I've never actually taken a good look at a scorpion. Who would? They're based on orb weavers? I mean, I don't doubt it, because orb weavers do look like that. And yeah, I'm right. Okay, they're 6 legs, 2 pinchers. What the? There's nothing here, Lise. What are you talking about?
Are we there yet? So the reach lies beyond, but I do not see a path. And we didn't run afoul of even a single patrol. What a pleasant surprise, and that there were no surprises.
Lise did well. It is reassuring. Wow, what was that, Lise? Lishtola. I know. It's reassuring to know that she's still like holding on, but like, Lishtola, come on. Give her the benefit of the doubt. Orb weavers are so cool, by the way. They eat birds. Orb weavers are awesome.
We're here. On the other side of this pass is Ralger's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there's some sort of trick to this.
Use your ether eyes.
Indeed, it is a glamour.
Good eye, Ishtola. Yeah, it's because she can see ether, but whatever.
I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Tataru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of the faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and don't go reaching for your weapons or anything.
What the? The glamour is dissipating in this black fog.
With a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare.
Whoa! Awesome! Well, let's go. I walked into an orb weaver's web and came face to orb with one in the middle of the night in a rainstorm. Okay, that's not fun. See, like, Mom hates it, like, when she, like, runs into a web, like, just a regular web, and she's like, ugh! But, like, if I do, I kind of just brush it. But orb weavers, like, their thread is so thick that it is yellow. Because you can actually see it. Yeah, that's not fun. Ugh. But they're still cool, sorry.
I remember the old stories. How the breaker of worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow.
Ralger, the god of destruction.
Ralger's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Ala Mhigan. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
I have so many bad experiences with spiders. It's honestly amazing. I haven't developed a phobia. You know, I mean, I lived in a place that's just filled with black widows and brown recluses. So like, I know what you're talking about. I get it. Spiders are not fun when you're like trying to like flip over a flower pot and there's like a mother inside with her egg sac and you're like, ah, shoot. It's hard to feel at ease with that giant statue looking down on you. What are you talking about? He's just a bro, okay? Be nice. This temple was once home to the Fist of Ralgo, as I recall. Yes, there is no mistaking that statue. Yeah, this is the monk place. Especially in Stormblood, this comes into a big thing. Fascinating. A massive, nigh imperceptible glamour encompassing the entire valley. I see now how the settlement was able to escape the watchful eyes of Imperial airships. Ordinarily, I'd shudder at the thought of armed rebels trampling about in an ancient temple of immense historical importance. But Ralgo is the breaker of worlds, so it seems rather appropriate, if anything. Ralgo is just like, you know what? I'm fine with you breaking all my stuff. It was gonna get broken anyway. Manfred! Huh, so you really came. Never thought I'd see you here, but I'm glad. I'm glad. Manago! Pleasure to see you again. And Kryl and Y'shtola, without whose help I might not be standing here today. At least not so soon. It's good to see Nago up and moving again. I wasn't there when she headed home, so I naturally assumed she'd left too soon. Always overdoing it, that one. And here is this guy, Conrad.
You forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now, for here you are, though, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Yeah! We're here! What's up? What's up, Resistance friends? Conrad knows the purpose of your visit and would like to give you a proper welcome.
Now, I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss, and I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come on in.
Heck yeah! Growing up, we had to flip our shoes upside down and bang on the sole. Yeah. You had to always check everything to make sure that there were no spiders inside. It's not fun. It's not fun. Let me tell you a thing or two. I know about having to check for spiders. I know all that crap. That's why when I came to Japan. Is this a voice cutscene? I think it's a voice cutscene.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralgo's Reach, our humble headquarters.
Sorry, Conrad. I love you and I'm proud of you, but I'm gonna stop you right there. Yeah. My favorite was I was coming to Japan and everyone was like, "Oh no, you're gonna hate it here. The spiders get so big," and it was like, do they are they poisonous? Are they actually dangerous? Well, no, but they're really big. And it was like, then quiet down. Get out of here. Don't even.
My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
Dubious? What are you talking about? What's dubious about taking care of your peeps?
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades.
Heck yeah!
Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalymo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
Heck yeah!
I wanted to, about the mask and...
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalimo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
Yeah.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back.
He sacrificed them for his stupid, blind...
When Menago told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Ralgo it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir, to see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Ala Mhigan resistance.
Yeah!
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that.
Beta.
So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones.
Final Fanatics 14. Oof. Well, I mean, that's a difficult one to say. That's difficult.
My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Because, yeah, if the Alliance does come in, then it doesn't matter what's going to happen. The Garleans are going to see to it as, like, a actual war and maybe just carpet bomb the entire place.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
If they want to see if they can, like, try and change it from the inside without a full-scale attack, we have to let them do what they want. Difficult. Woo! Oops, that was not it. Yo, Alfie! So, it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Ah, forgive me. You're free to look around Ralgo's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances.
Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we will do just that.
Bow.
Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the Resistance's capabilities. Free to poke our noses wheresoever we will, eh? I like the sound of that. Well, if I already know this place inside and out, I can show you around if you like, Calosa.
Sure, why not?
Great, let's get started.
Yo, Lise, what's up?
I'll bet you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Ala Mhigan Highlanders like me, but the truth is we don't even account for half. We've got Hellsguard from all the way over by the Spine in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some Beastmen. Well, Beast women, I suppose, like the one over there. She's an Ananta.
Where? Where are you talking about? I'll find her and point her out.
They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Garleans to them. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Ananta make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystals into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work, but then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the Statue of Ralgo, shall we?
Oh, there she is. She was hiding in the shade. Yeah. All of the Ananta are women. I guess they just reproduce asexually. I think their goddess, but according to their stories, their goddess like was the one who gave birth to them and made them perfect and in her image, and so they had no need for other imperfect beings like men. Lamau got 'em. Yeah, I saw her later. Thanks, Alteron. She was hiding in the shade. How could I notice? Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The breaker of worlds who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th astral era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people from all across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign, and lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky and led the way to the mountains of Gyr Abania. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to the great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast, hell's open heavens weep, for no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. That last part was inscribed on this stone by a monk of the Fist of Ralgo. Ida explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not on these precious hours, but in the quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that led us to this point, will see us through to the end. Sorry, that was a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep going, shall we? Off to the infirmary. So the flood, hey, that was the flood that was mentioned in the story was the War of the Magi. If you remember, the white mages, black mages, and the scholars of Nim were fighting each other, and it was destroying everything. So in desperation, the planet and the elementals flooded the entire world to get rid of everyone, so that the land could heal itself. And so all of the white mages and all of the black mages had to escape, and they became Gyr Abania and Ala Mhigans. And then red mages! Yeah, Elvi knows. I love how Y'shtola and Krile immediately went to the infirmary. You too are come to inspect their facilities. As you can see, they have done well to set aside this much space, but their supplies are insufficient. We examined the patients and offered what assistance we could. However, for many of their injuries, time and bed rest are the only effective treatments. This is the infirmary, as you could probably tell. Here's where the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. Well, we should go. I'll show you the Aetheryte Plaza next. The reptilian camouflage doing its job. Look! Shut up. I kind of don't want to run around on my mount because I love the theme here. I love the song. I could turn off the mount theme, but where's the fun in that? How you just wouldn't be hearing the Chocobo theme, and that'd be sad too. I wonder where this one led to. There's a little waterfall coming down from here.
We When you've seen one Aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design, dating back decades to when the Fist of Ralgo was still here. Wow, look at that. It's a beauty. May look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the sutlers are next, but don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte before we go. Please God, attune to the Aetheryte. I'm sure. I'm telling you, man, every single time someone's gonna forget. I think I did one time, did I? When did I was playing as Chichale, and like I did forget to attune to one of the Aetherytes, and then I was trying to teleport and it just wasn't there. So I had to teleport to the closest one, walk over, and then pick it up. But there you go, sometimes it happens, man. Aha, excellent. They've no shortage of settlers here, should we have need of their services. Hardly surprising. Where there is war, there is profit to be had. Lots of merchants. Arms, armor, potions, you name it, these folks have got it. The Resistance would be in a bad way without these brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short on anything, or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, Alphino and Alice are here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? I mean, I was just talking to them. Oh, well, whatever. She is nodding approvingly at the settlers. Time to take the measure of our mighty neighborhood merchants. They're a bold lot, that much is plain. If the Imperials found out that they were peddling their wares to the Resistance, they would be lucky to escape with their lives. 'Tis a gamble, and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Ah, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. Oh, hey, Monago. We finished discussing your proposal, and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I've sent someone to fetch Y'shtola and Kryl, so if you'd follow me. Do I gotta walk? I gotta walk. Or do I? Oh, no, they didn't. I didn't have to walk. I'm an idiot. Sorry to have kept you waiting, but matters such as these demand due deliberation. What the? Oh, Lamau! Monago is a lady that you can do custom deliveries for. There we go. There she is. Basically, when we free Ala Mhigan, she needs someone to help her. So there we go. Bargain struck. We'll begin once the others arrive.
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Of course! What's up?
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions.
So...
Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Ralgo's Reach.
Oof.
Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree. But it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Well, I mean, that's okay. I mean, we just liberate all Ralgo's Reach and the Fringes, and everyone goes, wow, look at how cool the Eorzean Alliance is. Let's work with them, and then they'll all join up later. We don't need them all right now, I guess. Question mark? I don't know. I don't know how war works.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged.
But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers.
This is what I was thinking.
Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
I think the big point, Elise, is that they're not actually going to be fighting much.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Yeah!
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
And I'm better at healing on the front lines anyway.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Ala Mhigan liberation.
Oh yeah, there are a few Ala Mhigans in the Scions. What about Alice? Oh, there she is.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I don't know.
I had something else in mind for you lot. Monago and Mefrid will tell you more.
Yeah!
Understood. We won't let you down.
Pinch me if I'm dreaming, because I'd swear it's finally happening. The whole of Eorzea, committed at last to the liberation of Ala Mhigan. I'd say if only Ilberd were here to see it, but that guy was a tool and deserved to die.
What a relief. For a moment there, I really wasn't sure which way it was going to go.
Oh, please. To be fair, I'm genre savvy, but...
Right then, Monago and Mefrid are to be our keepers. Knowing not of what they require, one task is as good as the other. Make your choice, Calosa.
Hey! We're doing Mefrid's first. Your ether covens may now be used to locate ether currents in new regions. Blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure Mefrid is... Yeah. Mefrid cannot help but wonder if you remember who he is. Hey, kids at home, do you remember Mefrid? I'm pretty sure he was the guy in South Shroud. At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we'd met here again here of all places. Though I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? Of course I remember you. You see, of course I do. I'm impressed. Given everything you went on to accomplish, you'd be forgiven for forgetting about all your time in Quarry Mill. See, told ya! But bam! This was South Shroud Quarry Mill guy. See, this is why, like, people are like, oh yeah, that stuff with Titan, it doesn't do anything. It should have just been cut. And you're just like, yeah, what about Mefrid? What about this guy? He's gonna be a cool dude in Stormblood. Shut up, sit down, and play the game. Sloppy! You are right. People are very sloppy about remembering Mefrid, my cool bro. Suffice it to say, we didn't forget about you either, nor the lives you saved. As for me, I went to Little Ala Mhigan while Galleon was recovering. Gundobald was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit, and told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Ala Mhigan, and others went to Ul'dah for work. But, as you can see, I chose to come back to Gyr Abania and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. Not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana.
Alagana? If you're going there, you're taking me with you.
Lise? Oh, that's right. You're from Alagana, aren't you, Lise? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we could talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnel to the peaks. This is another one of those, like, do you remember it was like where we can either go to the Sea of Clouds or we can go to Western Kurthus? We're doing this one first. We're doing peaks first because, it'll do peaks, And then we go back to the fringes for a bit, and then we do fringes one more time, so we might as well just stick here. Meffred wasn't to do with Titan. He was the guy that helped you get... No! No, Gundobald was the leader of Little Ala Mhigan that helped you out. Meffred was the guy in Quarry Mill. That was it. He didn't have anything to do with Titan, but during the Titan thing... Wait. Oh, you're right. Getting into Little Ala Mhigan, it wasn't Titan. But regardless, a lot of people didn't like all of that running around, having to do those side things. And to be fair, getting into Little Ala Mhigan for me was a lot more annoying than Titan. So, yeah, there you go. Maybe that's why I equated the two. Yeah, I remember now. But either way, I remembered he was in Quarry Mill at least. I just kind of forgot that it was Titan. It wasn't Titan. Ida and I were born in Alagana, though I can't say I remember much about it. Sounds good. Nice to see your hometown. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade if you would. I love that they just made a barricade. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There's more villages there than out here, but there's also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We need to tread carefully. Jeez, Lise, you're gonna walk like a dainty woman? Come on. Oh, this is the same. Alright, let's go!
I remember the peaks of Gyr Abania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity, who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
Mellow glamour goes away. Oh no, I can't believe I forgot. Okay. Hey! Anyway, we have a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. Villages to the east. Keep watch for patrols as we move. Yay! I totally 100% forgot. I'm so sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I forgot that you said you were gonna be up early. I forgot to tell you that I do a stream on Sundays. Oh no. I feel really bad now. Dad, go do story like we were going to. Most likely you won't hit another dungeon for a while. This story is really fun. I'll catch up on Stefan later. This is my life. This is the life I live, man. Gods, just look at that tower to the southeast. How long did it take them to build it? Whoa! That's a lot of towers. They are pretty big. Never an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Ala Mhigan is due east past the bridge. Follow me, it's not much further. Oh, Dad! By the way, are you going to be hanging out in church? Will you be having to leave for church later? Just want to make sure so that I know. I'll know if you and family are going to be churching.
I couldn't have been older than 5 when we left this place. My memories are hazy at best.
Looks pretty cool. Well, I mean, I would say it looks pretty cool, but it's just dark, so I can't see anything. Question mark. Don't think so? Okay, well then maybe then we could probably stay on for a long time after the stream and hang out then. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Ala Mhigan.
It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits.
Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the Wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Ala Mhigan lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that there could be others sympathetic to our cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, there may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance. And rightfully so.
So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square, but...
Not if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need a good deal more circumspect than that. You'll never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do afterwards.
Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are still some brave men and women here willing to fight.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, same. Ilmifrid! Raganfrid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. By the shore? Oh, it's a river. The shore of the river. Hello, giant behemoth. And another lunar whale. I love this guy's just named Angry Curl. It's almost like having someone named Cat Scratch or something. Don't know you, traveler. You're a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, Elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Ala Mhigan, and I would know of your recent troubles. You're comrades of Mefrid. I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose already. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such is the rumor, is it true? He lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. Now you come to steal away what few remain. Oof. Just like the Garleans. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We have made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time! Cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire just as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, and even our god, and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left. I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefrid. We can't keep doing this.
I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now. Leave us be and never return.
You've got no right to speak to us like that.
I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half of our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't. Because it's my village too. My home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait. I know what those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lise Hext. And I'm here to take back my homeland. By Ralgo, the last time I saw you, you were... I don't even know if you were still alive, and I never thought you would come. I almost didn't. And my sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Ala Mhigan is as much your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. Woof! Well, you know what? I kind of expected that. We didn't come here to fight. I hope I haven't made a mess of things. It could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnfrid might help us recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly. See what problems they've got and if we can do anything to help.
Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around.
I don't like how it's nighttime. I was like, let's check Eorzea time. And it's like 11 p.m. It's gonna take forever. New face in Ala Mhigan. What would you ask of me?
Is there anything you need done around here?
Stranger and a generous soul besides? Bollocks! This is not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I expect you'd go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, are you? Very well, I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. Little brother's working the rocks by Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it?
Leave it to me!
Right, Frightened Curl is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand. Angry Curl and Frightened Curl. Beautiful. Let's have Elto help us out. She's a good girl. This one is really far away, so I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna fly. Good. Just checking to see if Dad was doing story. And he is. I'm glad. Good. So how's your night, everyone? Or I guess how's your day for the people who aren't in cool places like I am. Here for the leftovers, are ya? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's on the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick them up. I love how you get these sacks as like a Lalafell, and you're just like, yeah, sure. Unconscionably heavy sacks. Hey, Elto! Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Strong a girl. Strong a girl. Imagine doing this on foot like a pleb, let's be honest. Everyone except Calosa is a pleb.
Yeah, at least though, that's it gives you a good chance of like exploring the place and like collecting ether currents. So it's not bad when you're doing it the first time, at least. When you're a pleb. Oh, let's go this way. There we go. There we go. Here you go. Sacks already. Ah, the new face. Got my leftovers. You load 10 and 6 tons. Oh, you load 10 and 6 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. I actually don't know the tune. I'm really bad at old mining tunes. Well, P, you actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all for. Rocks by the lakes got good deposits. Tain't hard for my brother to pass like any other plodding quarryman, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side, bundle up and sell to the sutlers what trade with the resistance. It's a living, and it's a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in an imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive, even. Though if he were still alive, he'd not be long for this world if he were caught fighting for the resistance, so this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result's the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know is all, that we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. Oh, they're doing what they can. You best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Is there anything that needs doing around here? Looking for folks down on their luck? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out, too much pain and trouble for the others. There's a tea what helps with it, though. Need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talon for the blend. Leave it to me! Eh? You'll go and get some for me, just like that. You needn't trouble yourself so. Nah, it's fine. I can, like, one-shot him. Actually, nowadays, I need to two-shot him. We're finally getting to a point where I have to two-shot things. Ugh, what am I, a pleb? I can't one-shot them anymore. What is the point? I am a pleb. I am a pleb. There's the hornbill. Better. Little faster. And let's head back. I know, so close. I swear it was like 1%. Jeez. You guys can go back and check the VOD. See if it was 1% or not. It's probably more like 3. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Ala Mhigan? I told you. Gonna get you a chapuli horn and a hornbill talon. Makes a fine medicinal tea when ground into a fine powder and mixed with other ingredients. Here you are. Oh, I never meant to. I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually... This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be hoped. Dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one... You're with the Resistance, right? Suppose there's no reason to tell you then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs. And then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it'd have made a difference if I had fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment that Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. By the time I leaped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me, too, aye. Many others, I imagine. Help them, too, if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you. But beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Whew! There we go. Afraid. Let's go check out Lisa and the cynical Ute. What's this about?
Excuse me, but could I have a moment of your time?
Just trying the best. Hidden Hearth. That's a good Rogadin name. Oh, there you are, Calosa. We're trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. Well, I mean, if it's a local Ute, then probably not.
No, I didn't mean to.
And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of the bastard wall, living the high life, I'd wager.
That's not fair!
Hey, what's up? She was doing her best. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends daring to help us poor, unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we could go off and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels? Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't there, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellions.
Yeah, he has a point. No matter what I say to do, it doesn't change the fact that I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Ala Mhigan. Let's go and find Mefrid.
Oof. And then Mefrid just disappeared. He just ran off somewhere. Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame him, given what happened at the wall.
I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow... I don't know. But if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have.
I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd never have met Calosa or the rest of you, and we might not be here today, in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight.
Yeah. Help! Someone! Anyone! We need help!
Don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on.
We're caught here! The Tribunum and the bloody Ratmen, they... Damn it all!
You there, take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
It was all business as usual. The Tribunum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Kikirin attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. Was just an old temple before they came in. Listen, Wakata's the only family I've got left. If I lose him,
The Ziggurat? If the Ratman took him there, he's as good as dead.
We've got to go after them. there's even a chance her brother's still alive, we have to try.
What? The fact that even if someone might be lost, we're still gonna try. And the cynical youth isn't sure what to make of that. You shouldn't get her hopes up like that. Everyone knows the rat men eat their prisoners. You've gotta hurry! The gods only know what they could be doing to him!
We can save him if we hurry. Come on!
You're right, Lise. We've gotta help them, if not for the missing man, then for the Tributum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late.
Yeah! Let's do it!
So Rakata's being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Kikiran bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there sure are a lot of them.
Ooh, it's been a while since we met with Kikiran. Remember way back when we were still in Gridania? And then there were, the Kikiran were stealing Chocobo eggs? Yeah, I remember. It's been a while.
Gods only know what they're doing to him! Probably eating him, lady. Come on, what do you think?
Thanks, Alteron. Thanks.
Jeez, lady, couldn't you figure it out? Jeez. Please let me go, I'm begging you! I don't want to die!
What the? The top of the ziggurat.
Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat.
Kikiran! Who dares come loot our man flesh? Ours to eat! Ours to eat!
Oh, yeah? We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others.
I thought you said there'd be no challenge!
I also said there'd be a bloody host of them!
Man flesh is ours! Man flesh is ours!
Yeah, well, ass size is mine, too. Let's go, gentlemen! Charge right through!
Ah! Wakanda! Don't worry, I'm here! Eat your flesh too for this trespass. Go and loot your own man flesh. Go, gentlemen, go!
What did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal.
Oh, you found him!
Wait, are you here to rescue me?
Mm-hmm. Your sister sent us. It's gonna be all right.
My sister? Oh, Ralgo be praised, but she's safe. And you? You lot fought your way in here just for me? To think that there are still good, brave folk in this world. I love how there's a chocobo, too. So, like, he's like, oh no, they're gonna eat me. And it's like, there's a giant plump chocobo right over here, but whatever. We should go before the Kikiran return in force. Do you still have the Tributum? Oh gods, the Tributum! The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go!
What, right now? In your condition?
You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what'll happen to me and my sister. Go, Chocobo, go!
Leave him.
On like him. Oh, on like him are barely considered people under Imperial rule.
They're to work hard and pay their taxes, and if they don't, there'll be 7 hells to pay. Beatings, imprisonment, enslavement, and as for your women folk, well, oof. Yeah, that one, because one of them is actually has a little more hit points. I remember that was one of my... That was one of Chichale's first deaths. Probably her second? Maybe third. But yeah. If you are at level with at level gear, then yeah, it can screw you up. Especially if you're running up and you get like one of these guys on the side to join them and you're really fighting like 5 people instead of like 3. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him running off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. Lys has never been one to ignore her conscience. Listen, Calosa, Mefred, I think we need to go after Workada. Wait, you had better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that, I do, and I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. There's a lot of little fluff things when you're searching for it. And so it's easy to like get lost trying to look for it in this big area. But the item you're looking for is a Chocobo Feather right here. There you go. If you're looking, there it is. You found it. In the dirt, you spy a Chocobo Feather. Any luck? Chocobo Feathers! And it's not Jadelin's. Chocobo Feather, is it? Aye, by my reckoning, it came from Workada's bird. In which case, there's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Mm-hmm. Hey. Can they really see us all the way up there in that tower? If they have a telescope, maybe. Any minute now, I expect he'll come thundering around the bend and... Hear that? Get to cover, quickly now! Whoa! Some people are coming. Who are these weirdos?
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lys. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What do you mean, worse than Imperials?
What?
What? Yeah.
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
Oh, jeez.
No, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Oh, move!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Lys?
Think you can kill them all, including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor, assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
Get down, Lys.
But it isn't fair.
I know it isn't fair, Lys.
It's your your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Ala Mhigans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
Xenos.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
I'll give him some healing. He'll be fine, Lise. Calm. The skulls. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it blipped you, Elvie. Glad to have you back. We could have done something instead of just letting it happen. Lise. I heard their commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. Tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. But they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. So those are Ala Mhigan? Oh, gods. Rakata's alive and the tributum's been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Ala Mhigan and tell Ragenfrid that his man got the job done. And I will deliver some first aid. Finally, I can actually do something. Also, let's see, what do we get today? Naughty Nonka! Whoop whoop! Naughty Nonka! Naughty Nonka! Naughty Nonka is the cutest! Why? Oh, okay, I'm going the right way. I almost got lost. Novnet is making me gag. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Rakata told me everything. How you fought with the Kikiran and saved his life. And how you were able to give him some bandage him up after that assault he had taken. For all the good it did, we saw what happened when he met with the skulls. How they beat him half to death. Without Calosa, I don't know how he'd be standing. We could have stopped them. Aye, I reckon you could. Mefred's a warrior, as is your comrade. And you're strong like your father, that much is plain. But I thank Ralgo you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Rakata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal and scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, then, to put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day. That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do, but I'm telling you, God's in the heavens as my witness, that we've got nothing left to give. We cannot help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. Lise? She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox too. If she set on walking the same path, I pray that she won't follow it to the same end. That's a little scary. I don't want that to be... Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go see if she's alright. Ah, there's our stray. Maybe you should take the lead in this, Calosa. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I thought she might have been crying, but she's just looking sad.
Hey, Lise. Sorry about running off like that. Ala Mhigan's terrorizing their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels or whatever it was. But nor did I expect Orkata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place or even my father's face. But I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home. But not mine, is it? Oh. Is that what's troubling you, Lise?
There you are, Lise. Been looking all over for you.
Cynical Ute? Well, you found me. Got something else to say?
Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. 'Twasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I love my village, but when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. Didn't even think to go after Orkata, but you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite that I am. If I truly cared about my people, I'd fight for them. So I will. If you'll have me.
You're asking to join the resistance?
When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know who've been talking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but... If your heart bleeds for Ala Mhigan, then it's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Ralger's reach. You're more than welcome at Ralger's wreath. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready.
Hey, you got through to him, Lise.
Still think this is in your home?
No, I was just thinking out loud.
And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach.
Meffred wants a Scooby snack for being a good boy.
Frightened villager. I was like, maybe I should help, but I think this one is an escort fate, and it's like, Lamau, nope. Don't got time for that! Ralger's Reach! Oh man! It's almost time for Raubon Extreme! Yes! Oh man, I'll have to tell you about Ralger, what was it? Raubon Extreme, not Ralger. Raubon Extreme is gonna be fun. No wait. Yeah, I think that was it. Raubon Extreme and Pippin Savage. No wait, it switched. Raubon Savage and Pippin Extreme? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't even think about looking this up. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits, and it was your passion and conviction what moved them to join. Thank you.
No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. I've heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I've seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but
When, not if. The day will come, Lys. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Your young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlemald and Ala Mhigan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons. But they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lys. Your father certainly was. Right then, I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Calosa, Lys, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, okay, it was. A how-to guide on how to beat Raubon's Wall Savage. Yeah, okay. Raubon Savage and Pippin Extreme. That was it. Apparently it's not. It's Raubon Savage. I'm bad. I'm very bad at my... See, I wasn't able to be here for when it happened. I'll talk about it when we actually get there.
Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. Owe you my life and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties here couldn't wait, but a parting thank you was the very least you deserved. My apologies. Think nothing of it. And thank you. Now to business. Commander Camps entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. Covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well, I shall join you in this. General Alden commands the forces at Castrum Oriens. It'll be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great, that's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out of the Reach. I always thought it was Raubon Extreme because Extremes tend to be easier, and Raubon was the first. But the Raubon was the first problem that people had during beta, and so they thought of it as the most, like the strongest one immediately. So Raubon Savage it was, and then it became Pippin Extreme. That was it. Let us defer to Minago with regards to the route. While we could just as easily head back the way we came, there could be any number of reasons why we should not. Got everything you need? Good. Then let us be off. I mean, I've even got a Naughty Nonka with me. Come on, Naughty Nonka, let's go. Oh my gosh, I love Naughty Nonka! Tiny! He's so tiny and cute. So tiny and cute, he's tiny and cute. But Gooby is not tiny and cute. Gooby is big. Big and cute. Gooby is big and cute, yeah. He is very big and sometimes he is cute, yeah. But not when he's sneezing. Oh no, Alice got sneezed all over, yeah man. It sucks, what you gonna do? Why have we stopped? Is that a miss? Quiet. Hear that? That was a ceruleum engine backfiring. Imperials. Ye gods, you have preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing. When you grew up hunting in these lands, you'd learn to discern the sounds that could mean life or death, be they of a predator or a patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have a 7-man patrol augmented with a single Magitech armor. Wide search pattern divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and try and take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling for reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it then. Where are they? Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones to the south. The armor should be just to the west. Close is best equipped to deal with that one. We attack in 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous on the west bank after. Any questions? No? Then good luck. Sounds good. I'm taking the west. I'll do a quick sprint instead.
Destination! Let's beat up some Magitech. Hostile presence. Jadelin, take care of that one. Oh, never mind. Sorry, Jadelin. Also, look! Fulpers! These guys were from Final Fantasy VI. They were just little fuzzballs with one eye, and that's it. And I loved them in Final Fantasy VI, and I love them now. Let's be honest, I love all monsters. Monsters are all cute. Every animal is adorable. I want to hug every single one of them. Oh hey, we got someone who did Monster Hunter. Looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work, killing men and women like that. But I don't doubt they'd do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in the blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that after what happened at the wall. Right. I believe we've rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices they're missing patrol. I almost wonder if they are happy they got killed, because if they deserted, their family would be like killed. So they're just like, well, thank God I don't have to fight for these people anymore. And also now my family is just going to have to live with me being dead instead of them being dead. Ugh, it's no good. None of it is good. More soldiers? I didn't think they'd come this far west, but better safe than sorry. We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. Oh, nice. You said the forces at Castrum Oriens were under the command of Flame General Raubon Aldin, did you not? By Ralgo, the bull of Ala Mhigan himself. Never dreamed I'd have a chance to meet the legend. It's been a bunch of chocobos over and over. Pippin! Yo, Pips! What's the haps? I returned from a survey of the wall but a moment ago. We have yet to recover Papalimo's personal effects, I'm sorry to say, but you may rest assured that we will notify you and yours the moment we do. Oh, thanks, Pippin.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
I mean, we've got a Resistance person right here, so...
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the bull of Ala Mhigan.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
Yeah, except you're a general, so what?
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Ala Mhigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
Yeah.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
This is another reason why doing the peaks is much better. Doing the peaks first is much better, because we saw it firsthand. Everyone's saddened.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them.
That's what I was saying. Liberate Ralgo's Reach and show them how cool we are.
I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Ala Mhigan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Once word spread that we'd want to battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from miles around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was that face, Pippin? Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castrum Velodina. Castellum, I'm sorry, it's a tiny one. Castellum Velodina. Namely, the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before the day is out. Damn it all, more Magitech weapons! That's the last thing we need! Your concern is not unwarranted, but we need it to spare just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and 1 or 2 support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future deployment. And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry. It would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire, but you'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone. And you were going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly. What I propose is simple. We harry their patrols and bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to East End, where our Resistance allies will take them from behind. Hot.
Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you?
Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with this assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plan anon. Understood. Salute. And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you were intending to sit this one out. Mm-hmm. That's another one of those Japanese things. You weren't planning to sit this one out. And so an American would say, of course not. But in Japan, you nod because you were not going to be there. You were not going to be left out. Ah, beautiful. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force on this side of the wall, but that's all about to change. And when it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from that look, I see it's a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to this spot on your map, right here, aye. Patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Calosa. So, back in the day when when Stormblood was in beta, not beta, but there was a like 2-week like first glimpse before the official like ending happens. I mean, before the official release happens. If you pre-order, you get 2 weeks of extra time to play. Unfortunately, the servers weren't up to snuff with how many people joined, and so there were 2 particularly very big, explosive cutscene battles that that the game couldn't handle, and most computers couldn't even handle, and so the game would like crash, and you would have to try again over and over and over. And so people were trying to get ahead and like all like surround him and click on him, but that just made the servers worse. So everyone, eventually you would see screenshots of people lined up all the way from this location all the way going up in this big long line all the way up to Castrum Oriens, waiting for their chance as one person constantly clicks on him until it finally lets him through so he can finish the fight and continue on, and then the next person in line could go in. Raubon Savage was the scariest fight in all of Final Fantasy XIV, and no one could get past it. All went to plan then? Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons have left Castellum Validina. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive. Let's do it! DMV simulator! Woo! Yeah, you would be here, and then it would mess up, and then you had to try and do it again, and it would mess up, and you tried to do it again, and it would mess up.
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces.
Greenwood! My favorite goldfish poop villain.
It's like all my name days have come at once.
It's like all my name days have come at once!
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head.
I keep hearing that name, Xenos. Humph! You're gonna have to pry it from my cold, dead shoulders.
If my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush! Attack!
Yeah, my favorite theme! Yeah! Otters, Flames, deal with the escort. Leave the armor to Calosa. Bugger me, is that General Alden? Bwahaha! A chance to test our new weapons and kill the Bull of Ala Mhigan. Hurry up and kill the bastards! We've got him outnumbered! One would think he almost harbored a grudge against you, Calosa. Whatever did you do to him? You don't want to know, I'll say. You really don't. What are you idiots doing? Give them everything you've got! There's no end to them. I'm here if you need healing, Calosa. That's very sweet of you, but I'm a healer too, dear. Case in point. There you go. Keep it up, lads. This thing won't take much more. We have the secret weapons of great power, don't we? Let's bloody well use them! On your guard, Calosa, he's up to something! What the?
You'll be weeping blood!
Damn it all, have we got anything else? More armor or weapons or something? More of them. I'm gonna have to send a word with our scouts.
Tizona!
Raubon!
As a raging bull!
Yeah! Nice job, Raubon! This can't be happening! Not again! People complain. Oh, yeah. People complain about Xenos being the bad guy in Stormblood, but no one remembers how great Grinwat is. No one even remembers Grinwat. Ah! He who fights and runs. What the? Who the hells are you lot? The Resistance! For Ala Mhigan! Let none escape! What? Dun, 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 dun. We have them now! Forward! Forward! You think you've won? Then we go together! Self-detonate! Self-destruct sequence initiated. 60, 59, 58. There's no time to get to safety. We must disable it before it blows. Disable, you say? Take the damage from Grinwat. 30, 29, 28. No, no, no! My secret weapon!
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed harder stools than these piles of scrap.
Wow!
You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
I will definitely rue this day. It will be I who rue this day. Goodbye, Grinwat!
Aye, run and tell your Viceroy. The day belongs to Ala Mhigan!
For Ala Mhigan!
Yeah!
Woo! Yeah!
Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The bully of Ala Mhigan had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kemp. 'Twas Marshal Tadupin who came up with this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. I've no doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same, as will ours.
We did it!
It's been a pleasure, General. Till the next battle. Now go. I leave the Scions in your care.
Of course, Commander.
We shall return to the castrum then. Calosa, Mistress Levior, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle.
We did it! That brute of an Imperial officer was a force to be reckoned with, wasn't he? A fool, mayhap, but he held his own against the Flame General. I'd heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I'd almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously, though, it was inspirational. Ah, but you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there! Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach.
Oh boy. Oh wait, Ralgo's Reach. We're heading back there directly. For some reason, I thought we were gonna go report to what's his name first. Oh boy, Navnet's becoming crazy again. Navnet's getting angry about Lalafels. Because anyone who plays Lalafels must be a pedo, obviously. Sorry, I play Chale Chale, I guess I'm a pedo now. Sorry, them's the rules, apparently. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you without hesitation, and for that, we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value cannot be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smashed them! The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. The beginning of a campaign by a united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. Ha! To think that the last time the Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Oof. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that, despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. Calosa, Alice, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. Alteron is playing his Lalafell Papali Polly right now. Uh-oh. Sorry, Alteron's a pedo now. That's what Navnet is saying. You're doomed. Thanks, Navnet. You know, it's funny. People who tend to say that other people are pedos tend to be the pedos. Owing to the efforts of you all, you have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions.
Leave it to us!
Alphino, what?
I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed, there were several amongst the Scions' ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. Hey!
Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Arenvald Lentius, a half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Ala Mhigo, for an Ala Mhigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you'll grant me this honor. You are a true-born son of Gyr Abania, same as me. It is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and with the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Alden that we draw up plans for an assault on Castellum Veladina.
In the meantime, we'll make what preparations we can. Yay! Oh, hey, what was it? I think it's Vakeb or something? That cat boy who was hanging out with in the Rising Stones during the Heavensward.
Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Ala Mhigo. Beyond majestic mountains, across the emerald dale, on march the ivory standard, united we prevail. From distant shores of Arthur to lakes of Aldenon, the light of mighty Garlemald for our guiding star.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near total casualties.
Near total! One of them managed to escape because he ran like a chicken.
Near total. Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
I meant.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
Oh no. Oh no. He's a weeb!
My lord,
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
Like you? What? What?
Why, when confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gyr Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting.
Wait, what?
It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
Silence. No.
My lord, I have a proposal.
The Skulls leader.
Silence, Ala Mhigan. You do forget yourself. Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
I mean, if the sheep is willing to rip out the necks of other sheep, then why not let them? Done, done, done. Right then, we've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties? We are here to help after all. 3 of you have been so busy, so I'll understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you would ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. No, I forgot to ask about Vimatia! I wanted to go hang out with him, and now he's gone. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And you know what? I do remember that Pippin Extreme is pretty long. And I think in Heaven's Word we ended around here anyway. So maybe it's best if we took some time off. And we gave ourselves a break. And did this for next week. How does that sound? Does that sound like a plan? I'm thinking we should do that. Oh no, I was hoping to speak with them. No, I missed them. Now they're just gone. They disappeared. Rip. This is my life. I should have talked to them. Now arg. Well, at least Y'shtola and Kryl are here. I am told you have been busy, as have we, lest you wonder. None here shall perish for want of proper treatment. Been to the peaks and back, have you? Glad to see you're in good health. Yeah, I know, right? That's a lot of walking, let me tell you a thing. No. Yeah, I'm not seeing them. Triple Triad match is not allowed in current area. Oof. Oh well, that's fine. Well, maybe I will deign to consider redoing the entirety of this thing just so I can see them, because I really do want to see what they talk about. Oh well. Not a big deal. We're gonna end this a little early. I'm gonna hang out with my dad. That's a better reason to say I'm gonna end it early. That's a much better reason. I'm gonna go hang out with my dad. I think Dad's on still. He is. He is still on. Alright. Well then. I actually have the 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks off, so who knows? Maybe I will take some time and do something on the side, maybe Chachale, something like that. We'll see. We'll find out what we want to do later. But for now, I think it is time for us to say thank you for joining us, everyone. We're going to find out what all that Xenos guy is all about. It'll be great. But until then, I'm going to say bye-bye.